What's up, guys? We are out at the range today, and with me I have my Tisas 1911 DS. This is a double stack 1911 that has become quite popular these days, and I've got a couple of videos on this gun on my channel, so be sure to go check those out. And I have gotten a few questions from folks, and the first question that a lot of folks have asked is, how does this gun perform with defensive ammo? And that's what we're going to find out in this video. Before we get started, guys, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, share the video, like the video, leave me a comment down below. And guys, using defensive loads, as you all know, they're a little bit more expensive, so I'd appreciate it if you would check out the affiliate links down in the description as well. That way you guys can help support the channel. You can also become a channel member. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to get loaded up. I've got a few different types of defensive loads out here, and we're going to shoot those and see how the gun performs. First up is some Norma MHP. You can see here what it looks like going in. The main thing that I was looking at when I started working putting this together was using some defensive ammo that has various different nose cone styles. You know, the tip of that bullet, different loads. That's obviously going to be different depending on the manufacturer, depending on the style of ammunition it is. So I've tried to get a mixture of a few different common rounds just to let you guys know. But for now, what we're going to do is simply ring some steel just to see how it's going to function with defensive loads. I'm not going to be mag dumping hundreds of rounds of this stuff, guys. It's too expensive. But we are going to let you know how it does. So here we go. Okay, that's 10 rounds of the Norma. It functioned flawlessly. No problems whatsoever with it. Next up is the Hornady Critical Duty. This stuff is some great ammo in my opinion. I really like this stuff. This is something that I carry pretty regularly, and we've got 10 rounds loaded up of this, so we're going to run it through the Tisas 1911 DS and see how it performs. You can see how this ammo is made. You can see the tip there on the front of it. This is supposed to be a barrier blind ammo. It's supposed to be something that will go through glass as well as other material with no problem and still perform the way that it needs to. So let's see how it functions in the Tisas 1911 DS. Here we go. That's 10 rounds of the Hornady Critical Duty. It functioned flawlessly, so let's move on to something else. Now we're going to try some Remington Jacketed hollow points. This is just a plain Jane hollow point, just to see how it performs. I don't foresee any problems with it, but one of the other things that I'm going to do as well, I'm actually going to run this in my Prodigy mag. This magazine is one designed originally for the Springfield Prodigy, but if you are familiar with the Tisas as well as some of the other 2011s and double stacks that are out there, you'll know that they're basically just a checkmate mag. The staccatos, whatever. These magazines run in the Tisas with no problem whatsoever, so we're going to run the Remingtons using this magazine. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see how it performs. That's 10 rounds of the Remington Jacketed hollow points through the Tisas 1911 DS. Every single one of these rounds, no matter what style bullet that tip was, it ran flawlessly through this gun. This gun is definitely going into my carry rotation, and there again, guys, I've shot this gun much more than what you've seen on video. This gun has been flawless. I enjoy shooting it. The trigger is great, especially for what this is. It's just a lot of fun to shoot. But you can see it here, close up of this gun, just to show you. For some of you guys out there that are curious about it, and I know it's a new firearm on the market, and I'm real glad to have it. What I'm going to do now is I have got an empty casing in this magazine, and it's basically to simulate a malfunction. In the event that you were using a firearm for self-defense, if you were to have a malfunction, you need to know how to deal with that. You need to know how to resolve that problem. I've got a few videos on my channel talking about that, so go back and check those out. Also, if you take one of my concealed carry classes, you're going to learn some of that as well. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and insert this mag, chamber that first round. And again, guys, this is just a couple of rounds in this magazine along with an empty casing, just to see how the gun does. You can see there, we got a malfunction, and again, that is a staged malfunction. So what I need to do, of course, I want to make sure that that magazine is seated, and I want to see if I can get that round out. It ejected it out with no problem. We should have a live round back in that gun, so we're ready to go. You can see there, the magazine has got the gun locked open, so I need to let that magazine fall away, come out with my spare mag, insert it into the gun, slingshot it home. Again, guys, practice those failure drills, practice those malfunction drills, guys. It's going to make you a better shooter, and it's going to help you to perform better in the event something were to happen. Let's take a closer look at the Tisas 1911 DS while we're here at the range. And since we have been shooting, I just want to show you that there's currently nothing in the magazine, and there is also nothing in the gun. If you can see that chamber there, so we are safe. And that way we don't have to worry about any of you safety sallies out there talking about having a loaded gun pointed at the camera. This gun is one that I was anticipating for quite some time, and I'm real glad that Tisas finally came out with it. This gun is a lot of fun to shoot. I'll have to say, it's a lot of fun to shoot. If you like a 1911 style gun with a greater ammo capacity, then this is something here that is, in my opinion, a great value. The 1911 DS from Tisas is one that, as you've seen in the videos that I've done, it has been 100% reliable. I have not had any issues with it, whether I'm using defensive loads or whether I'm using just standard ball ammo. A couple of things that you get with it, of course, you do get two 17-round magazines. These are basically a checkmate mag. The Prodigy mags work with these guns as well, and in the event that you needed it, I mean, those mags will fall free just very, very easily. You know, you go to slide lock, you want to get that fresh mag in, you got to get that one out, and you can see that they will fall free with no issues whatsoever. A little bit of a mag well, not much. The Mac 9, I know that that's another one that SDS Imports has. It does have a little bit more of a flared mag well for help with those reloads. This is basically more of a traditional 1911 style firearm. It does have the traditional GI length guide rod. Does not have the full length guide rod. It has the GI length guide rod. It also has the barrel bushing and so on. You can see it there. It will take an optic. The optics for this, it's I think a RMSC. Once on this particular one here, you do not lose that rear sight. If you do decide to put an optic on yours, you do not lose that rear sight. You can simply remove that, put your optic on there, and you're good to go. The front sight is dovetailed in, as you can see there. It's a Glock pattern dovetail on this rear sight. The front sight, I'm not 100% sure as far as what it's if it's standard 1911 dovetail, I assume. Let me know down in the comments below. At some point I may change the sights out on this. I'll have to say, like when we're out here today, this bright sunny day, for me these sights, I can see them, but they're not as bright as I would like them to be. So it's something that I may do in the future, is change those out. The trigger, just to show you the trigger on this gun, guys, there's a little bit of take up. You hit that wall about right there and the hammer falls. Okay, just to show you again, get that mag out of there, make it a little bit easier. Just to show you again, you get just a little bit take up, you hit that wall and it falls. The reset is approximately right there. Very, very nice trigger for what you get in this gun. Has a rail, so you can add your lights, your accessories, things like that, and it's, again, very reliable. The front of this gun, there is a little bit of checkering, a little bit of texture here on that trigger guard. There is a very slight I guess you could say a little bit of an undercut here, not really on the guard as much as it is back here into the grip, to where you can get a good high grip on that gun. Feels good in the hands, I'll have to say. It's not overly aggressive as far as the texturing. You can see here the mainspring housing, the texturing on it, the texturing and the grip all around. And again, guys, it's a very fun, very reliable gun to shoot, and I am very glad to have it. Not sponsored. They did not give me this gun. I bought this gun, paid full price for it. I'm a fan of Tisas firearms. I have a few of them. If you have been a follower of my channel for a while, you know that. But great gun, a lot of fun, and I really enjoy shooting it. Guys, hope you liked the video on the Tisas 1911 DS. You know, and as you've seen in the video, using that defensive loads, those defensive rounds, we didn't have any issues with the gun whatsoever. It functions flawlessly, a lot of fun to shoot. Really enjoy shooting it, glad to have it. But as always, guys, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, like and share the video, leave me a comment down below. It kind of helps overcome the YouTube algorithm. Also check out all the affiliate links down below as well. Consider becoming a channel member, help support what we do here. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel, and we'll see you next time.